Okay, here's the situation. A lot of people think there's nothing wrong with me. Go get them, Nate. Thing is this, I make a lot of videos when I'm doing something proper, having fun, being positive, causing shit, starting static, documenting something, or creating some kind of art. I don't make videos of myself clutching myself, crying, hyperventilating, shaking, and staring around like a maniac. And then reining myself in, pulling myself together, and getting it back. And I do that almost every day. And I have for a while, and no one cares. And it's even seeming like Social Security is not going to give me disability. Even after Washington, D.C. District of Columbia has approved it temporarily with a local benefit. And I wish anybody who is in a position to help me would help me rather than hurt me. I attend a church here in Washington, D.C., where there's a man that served in the mayor's office to help the homeless. He's a minister there, and he never helped me. Minister Thomas Bowen never helped me. And now all of a sudden, this same man who's tasked with helping the homeless in the mayor's office in Washington, D.C., and is at the church that I attend, he didn't help me. And now they just announced in church today that he's going to be working for the President Biden administration. Well, he is exactly what we do not need in Washington, D.C., and that is a person in a position of power who doesn't help the people in his own congregation get help. And that shows you how two-faced and how much of a gatekeeper the man is and does not deserve to be in a public service position if he doesn't even help his own parishioners. Well, I guess he's just too busy having fun at the rainbow unicorn parties than helping angry old men like me who have fucking mental illness beyond what anybody can believe. And it's getting fucking worse. And then I was assaulted. Now I'm fucking having shit in my head. I have a fucking... These fucking hospitals around here are basically run by gangs so they can get prescription pills out to the community every day. And that's why George Washington University Hospital did not help me when they fucked up my hand, didn't talk to me anything about my brain scans, and didn't tell me I had brain swelling and all this fucking brain damage, where the fuck I have. And people keep saying, oh, that's a lawsuit. I'm like, I'm a fucking homeless man who can barely find food every day. And I just pray to God that I can stay in this place here and keep it together here long enough so I don't fucking freak out on these people for doing stupid little slights against me. The art guy on Friday, oh, you coming to art class? Yeah, man, sure. So I had this piece of a car and I was going to do art on it, a piece of a hood that I found out in the streets. And I was going to clean it up before class so I could do the art on it. I go, hey, man, can you get some paper towels? Do you have any paper towels I could use to clean this up? And he looked at me and goes, do you have your microfiber? Can you go use your microfiber cloth in your room? They gave me one washcloth when I came in here and one little cut in half towel as a microfiber for the kitchen. The fuck thinks you want to get that shit all dirty with street dirt so I have one less article here to use in my apartment? So I said, thanks, man. Never mind. I guess I won't use this. And I said, it's kind of stupid anyways. And right in front of him, I took it and threw it in the trash can. And I said, actually, I can't come to art class. I've got stuff to do. I do art every fucking day, all day. I don't need to go to stupid art therapy class. And I was going to try and do that to socialize and try and be a team player here. But if I can't even get assistance from the fucking people here to get a couple of paper towels, and if everyone here is more concerned about sitting at the desk than nutrition, I'm going to tell you something about people. This is called a body. This is an animal. We're animals. People don't want to admit it because they think they're all better than that. But we're fucking animals. And this animal requires food. So, much like the food lines for the homeless and the vans that come around and feed us, this same place here. I just had a meal for dinner. And when you eat lunch here, they give you jail sandwiches, imitation jail sandwiches. But the dinner I had, the amount of nutrition in it was about this much nutrition, maybe with a little bit more, like this much more. A little bit more nutrition, like that much. See what I'm saying? This much nutrition, because in the meal, piece of bread, no nutrition. Pasta made into a lasagna sort of thing. The only real nutritious thing in that is the cheese. And that's literal. That tomato sauce is some kind of tomato paste mixed with chemicals, so it's not good for you. The pasta's not good for you. So the only thing healthy was those little chunks of cheese, which is probably a small spoonful. And then some vegetables, some carrot and cauliflower, maybe about less than a handful of carrots and cauliflower, maybe like eight little slice pieces. So it's much like when I used to freak out on the deputies in jail and say, hey, you might be giving us this many calories a day, but it's all fucking bread and cookies and dumb shit and like shit that's not even healthy. So there's no nutrition in it. So you can eat as many calories as you want in this life, but if there's no nutrition, no nutritional value, it doesn't matter what you eat. You're still going to be fucking angry. You're never going to heal from anything you need to heal from. And it's actually going to make your life worse. And since we're all a vulnerable population here, you just become more vulnerable. So as soon as you walk out the doors here, you're a vulnerable piece of person on the street because you're half starved without nutrition. So again and again and again, I come back to food and nutrition and this hunger cycle. And I guess that's why Hollywood made the movie series The Hunger Games. Because the United States of America is very good at taking its people's money, but not very good at helping its people in need. They're very good at murdering people overseas and putting lots and lots of efforts into murdering people overseas, but not at feeding us here at home. Now, I'm probably doing better than some of the folks here because I don't have a bad drug addiction. And the sad thing is the people who beat me almost to death at the camp across town from here, some of their compadres or associates or comrades or friends or whatever you want to call them, live here in the building. And one of them tried to hand me a pack of cigarettes 2 mornings ago and said, oh, it's weed, man. Keep me in mind, though, later. I'm like, I don't want your stuff, bro. I'm paranoid. I'm crazy. I don't want anything from you. And the fact of the matter is after I leave this place, I'm not talking to anyone I met here unless I become friends with them. And I'll look at them funny. I had to scream at a fucking homeless dude yesterday at a bus stop because he tried to talk to me. Like, get the fuck away. And I freaked out and get the fuck away from me. And he did. He went across the street and left. And I was happy to let everyone at the bus stop see that happen. And the saddest thing is this. I was seeing a woman who's apparently part of their group, or maybe she's not, who knows? But she's the one who enticed me, and then I eventually moved to that campsite back in May of last year at Triangle Park, which is near the State Department of George Washington University in Foggy Bottom. And she watched me get beat almost to death. Then she came and saw me like for a few times after that, and then I haven't seen her since, and she would tuck me in at night. And I don't know what her deal is. Now she started writing me again, acting like, oh, we should see each other. She used to tell me to get on her schedule and that she gets paid. And she actually told me 2 nights before Christmas, she said Fairfax County paid her $2,000 a day to be with me. What that means, I don't know. So as soon as I got out of there, I decided I'm never going to talk to her again. Unless she shows up. I'm not responding to electronic shit. And I tried to reach out to another woman I care for, and it's not worth it. I got to look to the future. And in fact, and that's what everybody should do. Look to, how's a woman going to tell me these things and then be like, you want to come see me? I'm like, nah, I don't use fucking sex workers. I don't hire prostitutes. And I don't pay people to hang around me. So I still care for her and worry about her, as do I do of a couple of people, but y'all motherfuckers, y'all ladies stay away from me. The deal is this, heaven. I'll see you in heaven if we want to have a family. because y'all already have kids with other men. And as far as I know, in my mind, that means you have to go to heaven with those men. And I'm not going to heaven with anybody who's going to be with another man in heaven. So y'all got to, maybe, if you die tonight, you don't have long to think about it, but you got probably a couple years, maybe 5, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Y'all ladies who know that I love you, and if you watch this video, think about this. I'll see you in heaven. Maybe 3, maybe 4, I'll see in heaven, if that's cool. I really only talked about it with like 2 of you, but who cares? God's in charge, right? You know, when I was in jail, I had a lot of magic visitations, right? Wiggity, wiggity, whack, right? Physicists call it the united field. I just saw physicists call it. So we just jump from the 5 senses and this into physicists actually talking about the ethereal world, magic, and all these strange events of this cosmos that doesn't really seem to be delegated by time, space, or physicality. And since we're no longer governed by time, space, or physicality, according to science and according to physicists who call it the united field, then we have this whole new realm to worry about. Except for all y'all ladies who I'm involved with are deep into this shit, and you have been your whole life. Ha ha, I'm new to it. And y'all been tricking me and playing games on me and having fun. As have some people I grew up around who trying to play games like they had my sperm and had my kids. Shit ain't happening. I keep it fucking real. And that never happened. So I never jerked off for money. No one ever took my sperm. Nothing like that. So we can stop having these fun little games, these stupid fucking ideations of la la, whoop-de-doo, let's have some fun and see if Nate plays along. The reality is whatever's happening on this planet, in my life or in anyone else's life, is controlled by God. God. And my favorite thing is the people who used to joke with me and say they didn't believe in God. The motherfuckers actually do believe in God. They just try to play stupid games with me to make me a little bothered. The problem is now all of y'all are going to be bothered because the haunting is a motherfucker. And I've been haunted like 50 years. So what I'm doing is I'm chupacabroing my haunting out. Except for, guess what? I don't use people. I don't work with people. And I don't hang out with people who pretend to be angels and demons and scare people or ruin their lives, which is what the psychiatric industry is based upon, if you didn't know that. People pretending to be angels and demons to ruin lives, mostly controlled by the Pope, but there's a whole bunch of people across the planet, different groups who do it. Some people call them covens. Who knows? Who cares? Why bother? You know what carries me through every day? Me. I carry myself through, and guess what? That's what I do. I carry myself through. So I appreciate anybody who sent me $10, $20, $50, $100. I actually had someone send me $500 one time, and someone sent me $1,000. And that's people I haven't seen in like 40 years. So y'all are fucking trying. I wish the people I knew who are like millionaires or billionaires now, and I'm sure I know some billionaires who were all in on that digital scam when they scammed the world, used their tricks, and turned their money 10 times more. So I'm sure I know a couple of billionaires. And really who it is, it's the younger brothers. The older brothers just got to become millionaires. The younger brothers got to become billionaires. That's how it worked. Who told me? Like I said, I walk alone. Guess who told me? Look up, look side to side, make your decision and walk forward. And again, let me reiterate, I make lots of videos all the time that are fun and neat and disturbing and annoying and documenting bands and all kinds of stuff. But at the end of the day, I don't make the videos when I'm fucked up. I'll start making some of those too. And if Social Security doesn't help me with my disability, I don't know what I'm going to do. Would you help me then? Bye.